Okay, what's up, guys? Game Fiend of all games here, and I'm back because it's time for another Modern Monday. And if my voice sounds different, it's because my allergy season's kicking in. Every time the weather changes, I get sick for like a day or two, but that's besides the point. This Modern Monday, I'm going to talk to you about the Miami Dolphins versus the New York Jets game. Now, I'm not a fan of both of these teams, but I did watch the game, and this game was horrible. The final score was 23-20, with the Jets winning in overtime. But this was one of the sloppiest NFL games that I've ever watched. It was like a bad car wreck. It's like you wanted to change the channel, but it was so bad that you just had to keep watching. But it was entertaining at that as well. But it was horrible. The quarter was Mark Sanchez for the Jets starting against Ryan Tannehill. And here's Mark Sanchez's stats. He went 21 and 45 with 306 yards, one touchdown, two interceptions. That's horrible. And Ryan Tannehill went 16 for 36, 196 yards, and one interception. That's okay, but it's still bad. On NFL.com, they both only got a 3-star rating for the game. Yeah, it was sloppy. They were both throwing interceptions. On one play on the Miami, the running play, they botched. Botch means mess up. For those of you that don't watch wrestling, they messed up the running play. It looks like they were supposed to run. It looks like they were supposed to hand off and run to the left. Instead, they handed off and the running back ran to the right. So the quarterback had to take it, and it wasn't like a quarterback sneak trick play. It was supposed to be the handoff to the right, but the quarterback ran to the left. So the quarterback just had to run it to the left with nobody there. And he only got, I'm surprised he got like a yard or two, but it was just, that whole game was just funny to watch. And there was one point in the end zone when the Jets had the ball. I don't understand. This is why the Jets need to pick a quarterback. First and goal, they don't get a touchdown. Second and goal, they take out Sanchez to put in Tim Tebow as the starting quarterback. For Tim Tebow to rush in, they don't get a touchdown. So then they take Tebow back out and then put Mark Sanchez back in as a starting quarterback. And then what does Sanchez do? He throws an interception. See, why would you mess up rhythm like that? See, this is why when I first heard in the summertime, because Sports Center, that's all they was doing. The majority of the time was covering the Jets. Yes, while they were still baseball being played, majority of the time they were just talking about the Jets training camp. Why would you mess up the flow and the chemistry of the team in the red zone by switching starting quarterbacks? Like I understand having Tebow coming in on certain plays, like as a fullback or as a trick wide receiver, but to completely take Mark Sanchez's out for one play, to put in Tebow to just do another play. Yes, I understand why they did it, because Tebow has a high scoring in the end zone, but that's because he was with the Broncos, and also he was the number one guy. He was the manager. He's the he organizes the offense. How does it feel? It's like switching bosses. Like, how would you feel if 1 second you had a boss and he told you something to do, and then no less than a minute later, you have another boss that tells you to do something else, and it's completely two different styles. Like, Mark Sanchez and Tim Tebow are not the same person. They're not the same quarterback. They have two totally different quarterback playing styles. So why would you want to do in and out so fast? Like, why would you want to switch that? It's not like this. I'm trying to think of two quarterbacks that like relatively are the same. Like, I probably. All right, let's take Joe Flacco and Mike Snob. Snob is number 8 on the Texans, and Joe Flacco plays for the Falcons. They're similar quarterbacks. So that if they were two on the same team, switching one of them out, that actually might work because they play similar. They have the same. They're both sit back in the pocket quarterbacks. Like, they need to sit in the quarterback to do their work. Having them two on the same team and switching them out, maybe one player another. Them two on the same team might work, but Tim Tebow and Mark Sanchez on the same team isn't going to work. They need to figure out they need to switch. They need to pick a starter, and somebody else needs to get traded for like a defensive player or a first round draft pick or something, because this is obviously isn't going to work. Even though the Jets, I think this is week 3, so they're 2-1 on the season. So it's whatever. Only time will tell. But anyway, the Jets win in overtime, 23-3, and I'm Game Fiend for all games, guys. Signing out. Peace.